This one's a little to the right on approach. All right, let's see. Well, this is what his putt looks like. I'm glad I'm not him right now. It looks like this one's breaking right to left. Okay, drop this and you'll go 2 up on your friend. Look at this one breaking pretty hard to the left here. This putt's about 14 feet out. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. Yikes, that went right by. And if you can sink this, you'll go 2 up for the match. And now that your opponent has conceded that one, we can move to the next hole. Okay, after that one, you're 2 up on your friend. All right, 12th hole, par 4. Let's have a good drive. Well, this one could roll into the rough. And unfortunately, just rolling into the deep stuff. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. Let's be careful getting out of here. Might not get all the distance you want in the deep stuff. This one needs to run. Okay, we're back in the fairway. That's good stuff. Now let's hit the green. He's sitting right in the beach. Let's see how he can make his escape. All right, hitting from the sand, and I don't think this has enough. Oh, man. All right, this putt to go 3 up on your opponent. Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right. Oh. And his bogey putt commences here. All right, sink this one to have the hole. And that hole's halved. And a heads up this hole. We got a tailwind blowing with the ball. That'll do nicely. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. right, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. Oop, that one, yeah, that's in the water. And he's coming out of the deep rough here. Okay, setting up around 250 yards or so. He's definitely into the second cut here. Let's see how he does. Fingers crossed for a nice up and down out of this greenside bunker. Okay, we're out of that bunker. A little bit of work left to do, but no worries. Of a bogey here. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. Ooh, almost. Drop this putt, and you'll go 3 up. An uphill putt, moving right to left. Just a little bit aggressive there. And now this from 12 feet. This one's breaking left to right. Oh, so close. And this putt to go 3 up. And your opponent will give you that putt. And yeah, they weren't going to win this hole anyway. And you're 3 up on your friend after that hole. And the 14th hole is upon us. Let's have a good drive here. This is a par 4. Oh my, you caught that one. Look at it go. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. Good luck on your second shot here on the 14th. This one's 19 feet out. This one's going uphill and to the right. It's too bad. All right, he's going to need this to win the hole. And I think this one's breaking to the left. And he's got that to drop. That's going to win the hole. Yeah, that hole was a bit of a loss. Let's make up for it on the next one, maybe. Okay, here we go with the 15th hole. We got a par 4 on this one. All right, bombs away. Let's hit that fairway. Yeah, that'll play. And as he sets up, he's got about 180 yards to go here. Here's our second shot on the 15th hole. This one's going left. All right, this is his third shot. Oh, so close. And he's staring this one down, trying to save his par. All right, you gave him a little gift there, letting him have that putt. We're going to head to the next hole, see what we can do there. Okay, that's going to be halved. And next is the 16th. We got a par 3 here. Okay, let's see what you got here. All right, time to get on out of this dirty old bunker. Oh, well, that's no fun. Unless you like, you know, maybe you're trying to get some sand practice in. In that case, I'm all for it. Oh, close there with the chip. Okay, he needs this to win the hole. And this one looks like it's kind of moving from the left to the right. And, well, that didn't go too well. Maybe next hole we'll get him. And the 17th is next. This one's a par 4. This one's going to get sandy. Okay, let's send it. I don't know. This one could go either way. Let's see if he can fillet this out of the bunker. Let's see what happens. And this is our second shot here on the 17th. And from the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here. Good job getting out of that bunker. Little work left to do, but nothing serious. And he's got some sand to contend with. Let's see what happens. And for the par. I think this putt's going to break to the right. Just a little too much pace on that one. And if this putt drops, we'll be at all square again. All right, that putt goes down, and he takes this hole. And after that hole, we're all square. And now, the 18th hole. This one's a par 4. Okay, let's go. Pound this one into the fairway. No good. And I don't think this is enough from the sand. Okay, let's see what he does here. He's got around 215 yards to the pin. This is leaning to the right. And this is our third shot. And we're going right of the pin. Okay, we're on the green. Ooh, he almost. All right, if you sink this next putt, you're going to win the match. Let's go. And this is an uphill putt, moving right to left. Oh my goodness. And 14-foot putt for him. This one seems to be tilting left to right. All right, sink this putt and you'll win the match. A bit too much power into that putt. He's got a 3-footer here. All right, if you can sink this putt, you're gonna... Okay, and with that, we are heading to a playoff. This is gonna get exciting. All right, this is a pressure-packed moment. First to tee off in this playoff. Let's get this close. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. Okay, so the tee shots are done. If there is a tiebreaker, the advantage won't go to us, which is a little unfortunate. Let's see what happens. He's in the green side rough. All right, and he's dealing with a green side rough situation. All right, this much left to take the playoff. Let's go. Yeah, good luck. This one looks like it goes left and then goes to the right. Should be fun. All right, this putt to win the playoff. Ooh, that was close. All right, this putt for double bogey. He's got a 4-footer to deal with here. All right, you can win the playoff right here.
Good.
And that's just about it for me. Thank you for playing the game, first of all. And also thank you for winning this match. I love a bit of match play playoff action, so thanks for that. Hello there, my name's John McCarthy, and first of all, welcome to the nature. Second, welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait to see what happens today. I got good feelings. I'm going to leave it there. And we start our day with a par 5 first hole. Let's do this. Crank that drive straight at the pipe. And second shot here on the first. And he will set up from around 235 yards out. Bit of an awkward swing. I'm having that. Okay, let's see what happens. This is his third. All right, this is his birdie look. And this one's, I think, going left to right. Oh! And this putt to go one up for the match. That will go to the bottom of the cup, and you have won this hole. Off to a great start. You're one up after the first hole. And teeing it up on the second hole. That was good stuff. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. And this one is around 180 yards to the pin. And this should be a fun watch. Let's see how you do with this long, long putt. We'll be back to all square if they drop this putt. Looks like a right to left break. I think he's put it on a good line. Not a bad result from that distance. Here's a 6-foot putt. And if he can sink this, that's going to have the hole. And that hole will be halved. And teeing her up here on the third. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. And here's their 8-iron. Okay, he's in the green side rough here. Oh, he almost got that chip to go. You'll be 2 up on the match if you sink this putt. This one's just breaking hard to the left. All right, this is his attempt at bogey. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. And that one will drop for bogey. Boom, in there and winning the hole in the process. Well done. And after that one, you are 2 up on your friend. And sliding into this par 4 fourth hole, let's see what you can do. And just sheer terror coming off the club face there. Powerful drive. All right, let's see how he does. And second shot here on the fourth. That should do nicely. All right, this putt to go 3 up on your opponent. And here is his putt to save par. And there he goes. That's going to drop for him. 3 feet left. And that hole will be halved. All right, ready to go here on the 5th hole. That was powerful. All right, let's see what he does on this one. All right, we got about somewhere around 250 yards to go here. Okay, green is elevated. Something about that sounded a little off. A little wayward on that approach. All right, setting up now in the bunker. Let's see what you got. Okay, you're putting now. That's about all I can say about this long putt coming up. And if he sinks this, he'll take the hole. And this one's going a bit to the right. Putt, and this one from downtown. This is it's going to be interesting. Oh no, it's right by the hole. All right, let's grab this bogey and move on. Just, yeah, a little too much on there. And he needs this to win the hole. Ooh, there's a little gift. You're a generous soul. I sensed that when we started the round today. And a tough result on that hole, but there's more to come. And we have a par 4 here on the 6th. Ooh, extra distance happening here off the downslope. All right, let's send this ball away. And it looks like that fairway has a bit of a downslope out there in the landing area. Could get some extra yards. Nice looking shot. And we're about, 200 yards or so from the pin from here. Hitting into this green with a bit of a downslope, and don't want this one to get away from you. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll be on the green eventually. This one's your third. Oh, man. Wanted that chip to go. And you two will be all square if they sink this. I think this is going to go right to left. Almost. Okay. Bit long on that one. This putt. All right, he dropped that one in there, and that's going to win the hole. And after that hole, we're all square. And the 7th hole, we have a par 4. Caught the downslope. Let's see if this one runs out further. All right, load up. Let's let this go. Oh, we're in a spicy mood today, aren't we? And this is somewhere around 150 yards from the pin. And he's setting up now about 130 yards out. Oh, come on, that almost went. And you'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt. Oh, sliding by. And this putt's around 7 feet. Okay, this putt to go one up on your friend. All right, that drops on in there, and you will win the hole. And you're one up for the match after that one. And teeing off now in a long par 4. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. This one's about 195 out. The approach heading right. And from 170-ish yards out. The approach is heading a bit to the right. Good shot. Okay, this one for par. Okay, he needs this to save par. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. All right, have a good tee shot here. We got a par 4 for the 9th. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. And here's our second shot on the 9th. That'll do for the approach. And we join him now from the rough. Here's an 18-footer. This one looks like it has a bit of a break to the right. Oh, come on. Come on, ball. All right, this one for par. Okay, if he can get this to go down, he's going to tie us. And then we'll head to a playoff. All right, good luck to you. They finished up here, and we are heading to a playoff. Okay, this match will be decided on this one final hole. If there's still a tie at the end of this one, the match will go to whoever was closest to the pin off the tee. This one's heading a little bit too much to the right. All right, you couldn't hold that fairway, just snuck into the first cut. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. Going with the 9-iron. Okay, now that the tee shots are done and we know we aren't closest to the pin, we got to hunker down and just win this by score. Ooh, I didn't love seeing that. All right, he needs this to go down to win. It's breaking to the left, I think. Okay, he's green side here, just in the rough. Ooh, he was close. About 9 feet to the hole from here. But I think it's breaking to the left. Oh, that's too bad. And he's got this to win in a playoff. All right, now that you've conceded that putt, we'll head to the next hole. All right, that is going to do it for me. What a day of golf. Great playoff action was had. I enjoyed every minute of it. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. A big hello to you from myself, John McCarthy. Pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait for the golf. I can't stress that enough. I'm very excited about the golf today. I see you're cracking into a round of alt shot with your partner. Love to see it. Let's do this. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. Bunker bound. And here's his second shot. Heading towards that bunker. And this is around the 245-yard mark. Well, that one wasn't super clean. Well, let's see how he gets out of this one. Okay, he's out of the bunker. That was pretty good. And this one coming out of the deep rough. Oh, is he going to get this to go? Oh, there you go. Nice little chip. And first hole is in the books, and we're all square. Heads up, wind's blowing left to right here. Ooh, a little bit off on that swing. Make sure you check your swing meter. Well, it's unlucky. Missed the green on that one. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. They've gone with the 6-iron on this one. Okay, that almost went down. All right, drop this and you'll go one up on your opponent. And it looks like this is breaking pretty hard to the left. Well, this has my attention. Yeah, I'll take that from that distance. All right, here's his look at bogey. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. And that's going to drop on in there for him. And that hole will be halved. We've got a par 4 third hole in front of us here. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. Okay, we're in the deep rough. careful. And I don't think he caught enough of the ball here out of the rough. And this shot's about 110 yards to the pin. This one's heading left. Looks like he's in the bunker here. Let's see how this goes down. Oh man, he almost got that chip to go. And a 15-footer for him. And I think this one's breaking to the left. Ooh, right by. And this will be your par putt here. This one looks like it's breaking to the left. Well, that was tough. It's a little bit too hard on that one. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. And after that hole, your team's sitting at one up. Heads up, wind's going right to left on this one. Okay, a longer par 4 on this hole. Oh my, that was spicy coming off the club face. And just snuck in here to the first cut of rough. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. And he's in the first cut for this one. Let's see how he deals with it. Seven iron on display here. All right, this is his second. Taking this one with the 8 iron. Okay, your teammates set us up for a birdie here. Let's deliver. A little downhill putt, right to left. Oh, right by. Okay, let's see how he tackles this one. It's a very, very long putt. And now this putt from 6 feet. Okay, after that, your team is sitting at 2 up.
Nice putt.
Okay, stepping on to the 5th, and we got a par 3 ahead of us. And the approach heading to the left. And he's ready to tee off here. Let's see how this goes. And here's a look at their 5-iron. Well, let's see what happens for this fella in the bunker. Okay, let's see if we can convert this birdie your teammate left us with. A little too hard. He's setting up here with a pretty long putt to deal with. What are you thinking? I think this one will go left to right. Oh, almost in there.
Good try.
Here we go for the bogey.
Thank you.
Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here. And that will. And we got a left to right cross breeze on this hole. Yeah, you didn't hit that clean. And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him. And from the deep stuff. Oh my, splash.
Oh, fuck, sorry.
Okay, let's get on out of this second cut and get on our way. Let's see what his second shot looks like. And this might get rough. Oh my, he almost dropped that chip in there. And he's setting up for the bogey putt. I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh, almost.
Good try.
He's got 12 feet to go here.
Saved my life.
I think we got a right to left break on this one. And this next one's for his double bogey. Five-foot putt coming up. And that hole will be halved. And the 7th hole is a par 4. And let's see how he does on this hole. And from the long grass. Got a little fetched up out of the rough here. Not sure it's going to make it. Getting some practice hitting out of the rough. I like it. I can deal with that. And let's see how he deals with this lie out of the rough. I think this one's coming up short from the rough. Okay, we've found your friend here in the deep rough. Let's see how he does. Well, let's see how he does here from the green side bunker. Oh, no, not great. All right, if he wants to save par, he's got to drop this on in there. This one looks like it'll break to the right. Ooh. And he's setting up for a bogey putt here. I think this putt looks like it's going left to right. And this one's 7 feet away. And this is for his bogey. Okay, 8th hole, we got a par 4 ahead of us. All right, give this a rip. That's not going to be good. Okay, this is his third. Okay, this is a doozy. This is not for the faint of heart, this putt. Hopefully, you can get this close. Just a little bit aggressive there. And if this next putt drops, you'll go 2 up. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. Ooh, looks like he's put it on a pretty good line. It's still on the line. Oh, and he gets it to go. And this match is over, and the winning team ended up 2 up at the end of this. Good work.
Good game, fellas. Good game.
And that's going to do it for our round here today. Thank you ever so much for playing, and hopefully we'll see you back here real soon. Hello there, my name's John McCarthy, and I'm here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get this in gear. Looks like we have some match play golf happening at the moment. All right, let's get on our horse.
Start off with par 4. Off this one out there, the short step, and then we'll
Looking good off the tee. Here's one out there.
Goes.
I think
Okay, she's in the
I have sand in my mouth somehow. Let's get on out of here. Well, I hope this one holds on to the fairway here.
For this one.
Let's see what he does here. He's about 150 yards out.
Okay, on the green safely.
And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. Okay, you gave that putt to your opponent. That's a good call. I would have done the same thing. We lose the hole, but we move on to the next for another chance at glory. All right, we got a par 5 here on the second hole. All right, let her fly. Let's see it.
Looks like she's ready to go here.
Well, I'm sure that's not what you intended.
Coming out of the sand here. Let's see how she does.
Okay, 240 yards out from here. Let's see what this fella does. Here's a 3-wood. All right, let's piece out of this sand. Okay, much safer place to play from here. Out of the sand, into the fairway. It's setting up for your 4th stroke here. Oh, hello. Looking at a 10-foot putt here. Starts off pretty straight, I think, and then heads to the left. And in the cup for par. Good job. Okay, and if he sinks this next putt, he will go 2 up. Ooh. Okay, he's left with this to have the hole. And that'll drop. And that hole's halved. Here we go. We got a par 3 on the 3rd hole. They've gone with the 7-iron. Looking forward to see what you do here.
See what she has in store for this one.
Going a bit left of the pin. Okay, we're out of the sand and into the shorter stuff. Good job. Oh, man. Good chip. And if he sinks this, he will go 2 up. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. Oh. 10 feet to go.
for her.
I think this is going to go right to left.
To the left.
Oh, almost. All right, let's drop this for double. All right, let's move on to the next hole. Your opponent's given you a gift. Don't even have to putt it out. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up on you. And look out. All right, your opponent is 2 up for the match. All right, here we go with the par 4, 4th hole. Tee shot's looking decent. Okay, let's smash this one out there. Well, grab a new ball and take it from there.
And second shot here on the 4th. Well, you can't hit them all.
All right, click off the golf shoes. We're out of the sand and into the fairway. Good stuff. And here he is from the greenside rough. Looks like he's put it on a good line. It continues to be good.
Nice putt.
Oh, and he gets that to drop. And your friend is 3 up after that hole. All right, now this one looks pretty good. Should be in the fairway. Okay, let's rip this out into the fairway. Ooh, into the drink. That isn't too good, is it? Okay, here's your 4th.
Second cut for you or mine.
All right, back in the fairway. Now let's get into that green.
Okay.
And from here, he's looking at around 155 yards to the pin. Looking really good. Amazing. And if he sinks this next putt, we're going dormy, folks.
Take this putt, it will take this match to dormy.
All right, he's got that one to drop, and that will win the hole. And after that hole, your friend is 4 up for the match. All right, we got a par 5 here on the 6th hole. Okay, time to send it.
Let's see what she has in store for you here.
Looks like sand in her future.
Here's our second shot on this 6th hole.
Ooh, this could be trouble. Needs to hold on to the fairway. Okay, that'll just sneak into the first cut of rough here. Oh, that chip almost went. Setting up here with a very long putt. Ooh, just missed. And if he sinks this next putt, he takes the match. Okay, we'll concede another putt here today and move on. Well, this one is over, and unfortunately, your friend has taken the victory for themselves, ending this one at 5 up. All right, thank you so much for playing. That's going to do it for me. Hopefully we'll see you again soon.